Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Detroit Lions. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go, D.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Let's go. Fix the elbow. Mike. Watch the run. Slant.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow His defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Haskins. And he whips that one incomplete there. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Third down, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction, Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Davis in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Redskins nothing.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Set, hut. 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day. Take 4, take 4. Get him on. Rest. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hudson. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
51, Mike 51. Pick me up. Here we go.
From midfield now, Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. On third down, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to over.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashon Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Haskins on first down. And oh, look look at that, a diving catch. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. That's it. Hey, here we go. Jack.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Jackson on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff, Geis going right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 91, 22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is brought in at the 21.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Caught by Montgomery. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Montgomery. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7th. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
And is this intercepted? It is! It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift, shift. Don't take. Spell.
Here's Geis. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check native weapon. Shift, shift.
Now a run with Geis, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Push him back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
and this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Number 16.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To Thompson on the draw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Right there, right there. 66,
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Switch. 56.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So this one's over.